Okay, so they pulled up in the Tahoe at first, and they were circling the block, and they seen him at that gas station, so they kept following him. Once they got to where the cookie store was, and they confirmed he was inside, they was already waiting on Pecan Drive, the one that's on the, if you were looking straight at like Makita's and Family Dollar, the one that's all the way to the left. And they were waiting there, and once they heard the pops go off, they moved to the front. And once they seen the dude with the dreads running down the street chasing after the white car, that's when they pulled up off of Pecan Drive. And then when they pulled up off of that, they turned into the, basically they were already at the end of the Family Dollar parking lot. If you look at the Family Dollar parking lot, the end of it is where Pecan Drive comes up off of Airways. So once they turned that corner from Pecan Drive and Airways, that's where the two dudes that ended up going into Family Dollar, them two dudes came out the Family Dollar and they went across that parking lot to go down towards Pecan Drive, and that's when they jump in the Tahoe. And a lot of people saying the Tahoe is black, a lot of people saying the Tahoe silver or brown or something like that. But either way, if you look, somebody said if you look in one of the footage from the first bystanders that started filming, you're gonna be able to see the Tahoe. I think they see a black one in the back of that. And so just pay attention. And they could have, like, a lot of bad guys, they be using Tahoes and stuff like that. You always be seeing that, so you never know what it was. So we already know that the company for the cookie shop that's got security for the whole thing that happened there was ADT. And so if we already know that, and people are saying ADT, some people that have ADT are saying that they can't hold your video footage when something happens, that you have to be able to see it. All right, so if ADT is the company that did the cookie shop security footage, then what company did the security footage for Family Dollar? That's a big question you need to find out, because the Family Dollar got like a
Makita's cookies,
different
right?
private company that does
Everybody can
their
see this.
security
So
footage.
Makita's cookies.
Then somebody can
And here
actually,
go the
like a lot of
front. Here
private
goes the
security
whole
companies,
block,
you
right?
can actually
We
buy
got
the
the
footage
Family
off of them.
Dollar
And that's the
here.
stuff that be
We
happening a
got
lot of
the
times. If you look
laundromat right
and you
here.
see, um,
Okay.
and you
Here
see
go
that
the
like something
Shell
goes on
gas
in the news and
station.
they say they released the footage,
All that.
most of
All
the
right.
time, if it was something that happened
So
and they had
do
to get
y'all
the
see
footage from a
how
business, you can
it's a
actually
little
go and
back
buy the
way right
footage from the
here?
company that is doing
And
the
you can get
security
from the
there.
back door of the laundromat into the back door of Makita's,
So
right?
a lot of time what happens is
And then you
that
see how Family Dollar,
somebody
they got a
always
back area
figures
that you could
out
walk
that
through
the
too.
company that has the security
So you
camera
see how
footage, and what they do
the
is they
Family
buy
Dollar is
it
further
from
back.
that
The
company
Makita's,
themselves.
the front
It
of
could
Family
be
Dollar
a whole
is
different
where the
person that's
back of
not even
Makita's
involved, and they'll
ends.
go and buy that from the company,
So somebody could
and they
run
can't
out that
release it to the
back
public. And
and
so
take
they'll
a
do whatever
left
they
into
want
the
with that
back of
footage. They
Family
can edit
Dollar
it. They could hold
and
it
then
for like a
come right
long
out back
time.
on the
They might,
front
some people they hold it for like a
side
year.
of this
Some people they'll wait for
Family
it to go
Dollar
to
into the
like a court or
yard where
something.
everybody's
But
waiting.
most of the time they'll hold it,
And
and
look,
they'll expect the family to come
why
and
ain't
buy off
nobody
of
said
them.
it's a forest
So
behind
that has
Makita's?
happened in the case
It's
in the
the whole
last like
woods
few
behind
years,
there.
where somebody bought the
Look
footage
at
off
this,
the
all
security
this
company,
trees,
and
this
then they
whole
had
wooded area.
deleted and edited a lot of it.
And these backyards be
And then by
big,
the
so nobody would
time
ever
that
notice
the people are able to buy
if
the
the
footage
Tahoe
back,
people
all of it is
had
messed
parked
up. They
in
can't
these
even figure
back
out what's
streets.
going on. They
Joy
change
Lane,
the
Pecan
people,
Circle.
and like the
Tahoe could
places
have
they
been
go,
parked
they
in them
make it
streets.
blurry, or they
Could have
just
went off
flat out
on
cut
a
out
little
the most
side
important
road or
parts of
something
it.
here and
And
been waiting back behind them
so I
trees or
hope that
behind
didn't happen, because
Pecan
we want to
Circle or
be able
Joy
to.
Lane,
The
just
007
waiting for
witness
the
already
dudes
says that
to
she's
run
got
out the
blonde hair,
back.
so you could see her going into
Maurice
that store.
ran
And
in
if the
one of these
if
side
the
business
footage could be
locations,
seen, you will be able
because
to
you could
actually
easily
find
hop
that
out the back
moment.
of Makita's.
So that's
Your
all we're trying to
closest
find, that moment.
one is gonna be going into the laundromat, walking out the front like you ain't know nothing
So
happened.
if you could see the
Then,
footage
or you
and they
could go
didn't cut it
behind the
out, we're
Family
gonna be able
Dollar,
to find out
walking through
when
that,
two dudes walked
and walk
in.
out the front like nothing
And not
happened.
only in the outside, but you're gonna
So
see it
why
on the
nobody
inside too.
talking about this whole wooded area?
So
I mean, if you look at it,
everybody's saying that this
behind
Tahoe
Makita's is the
has
air in this
Illinois
whole neighborhood
plates,
is with the most
and so that's
trees,
really important
the
because
most
when you think about it,
unvisible
the
backyard. I
security
mean, it is,
guard
the trees are
dude is
right up to
actually
the back
supposed
of
to
it,
be
like,
from Chicago, because
and that little
that's where
back
Dolph got
area,
him
it looked
from.
like nothing good happens
And you
over
could
there.
see in a video, like I think it's like 2-3
So
years
what's
ago, and
going
it's
on
probably on
there?
Instagram somewhere out there.
You know,
But
here
Dolph got
is the
that same
shell.
dude
So
hopping in. I think they hopping in like a
anybody
Lambo truck or
that's
like
here at the
a
shell,
Range Rover or
this is kind of
something.
like the view that they
And you could
get,
see
right?
dude in the dreads getting the passenger seat at that time. So back then, you already knew that
And
that probably
let's
was
go ahead. So we
the
got the
security
business
dude,
in the
right?
middle. Used to be a
And
tax place.
and then now it's saying that it's
A whole
the
tax
person at
place
the
used to
witness
be there.
scene at the
Tax
store next
places
door
never
at the
go out of
Family
business,
Dollar.
but for some
She's
reason this
saying
one is out.
that them dudes, one of them at
So
least,
where is
had
this?
dreads. And if
Where
they're getting in
is?
that
So look,
Tahoe from
that
Illinois
same car
plates,
that's always there,
you
the
know
one
people
that's in the picture,
from
that's the
Chicago
car right there, the white
have
car.
like to
So
wear
that car
dreads,
is
especially dudes,
somebody's
right? So if
that
it's all these
works there.
dreadhead dudes on scene, you
Okay.
already got the dude with the Drake, the
You
dudes that
see
went
the
to Family Dollar,
spray paint
and
on the
possibly
side.
more dudes in that
They
Tahoe.
ain't even removed that.
And if you think back to that very
And
first
then you see
person
there's a
from the
Family
gas
Dollar right
station that
here, okay?
said they seen a
And then in
whole
the
black
back,
car
you
full
see the
of, you
cut,
know what?
the woods
Them
over there.
dudes could have all been
Deep.
from Chicago with the Illinois
Somebody, you wouldn't
plates.
see them running from the back of
And
Makita's into
it
the
make a
back of
lot of
Family
sense
Dollar.
now,
They'll
because
go
you know
behind the
that
trees
somebody
so you
could
don't
have
see
went
them.
to Chicago and recruited
Okay. You see the business
people
is
from
boarded up,
Dolph's
right? The
team,
one in the middle.
specifically the ones that was
I'm
going to
about
be
to show
his
y'all what it
security
was.
for that week.
Look,
And they could have told him about the plan
finna pop
and
up
put
on
him
the
on
corner
to the
right
whole
here.
movement and let him know like how
snap,
much
look
bread
at
they could
that.
get cut
They used to
if
be
they play a
tax
role in this
pros.
whole thing.
They used to be tax pros.
So that's just
So
something that I
tax
want to
pros used to
bring
be
out,
right
because I
there
think
next to
it's
Makita.
something you
Somebody
can tie
could
together
ask
with it.
tax
'Cause
pros
if this
why they moved.
truck,
Was it
if
something
that
to do
Tahoe
with
with
Makita's?
Illinois plates,
You know.
what's these
So that's another
these
thing right
guys
there.
that got in the truck? They
Here
gotta
goes
be from
the back
Chicago,
dumpster, so
Illinois.
like you could go off
And because we
from
already
here
know
into
that,
the
because
back
the
into
security
those
dude,
woods and
the dude with the Drake that
all
ran
that like
outside,
that.
he's
Boom.
already
So
definitely
you could
from
just
Chicago. Like he's seen
run in the back
on
behind that fence
footage
and everything.
in Chicago with Dolph.
So
And so you can't deny
that's one
that there's
thing.
no connection between
These people
that
wouldn't even
that
know.
dude who's from Chicago and the two other
If you walked
the
like
other
right
people
here and then just right by
who
that
hop in the
dumpster,
Tahoe.
like you was throwing away trash.
So if you really think
So this
about it and
Joy
you link it
Drive,
together,
this
you're
where
gonna be
the
able to
Tahoe could
tell
have been
that
down this road somewhere.
this whole thing, the hittas,
Here's the
was
shell. Somebody
actually
was at the shell.
security dudes from Chicago,
Over here,
and they
right?
pulled up to Memphis. And what happened when they
They
went
could
back in
look.
that truck is they went back to
I see
Chicago,
somebody
back to something probably like a
pulled
chop shop
up
or something,
and
get rid of the
turned
whip.
in,
You know what I mean?
the parking lot from
Yep.
this
So
entrance.
that's what's
And then they
going
would go down to
down.
Makita's.
I'm just trying to
and
bring an
park right
update
down
because
there.
everybody's trying to figure out where
So
the whole
if
situation is
somebody
at
like the
now.
black car, the
Because
witness
a lot of
said
people
from
are saying
Shell,
that what
saw the black
007
car
saw, she could be a fake.
driving down here.
That could have been a fake interview. But with the facts
Full
that
of
I just
people
pulled out of
parking
it,
up here.
I'm able to connect the fact that they
There's
all
also
from
a gas
Chicago.
station
So that interview might not be fake,
over
because
here.
if you take the fact that that truck got Illinois plates and the dude's got dreads and the
one's a
security from
Valero.
Chicago,
So there could have
then
been
that's
people
all
here.
three different sources, right?
Also, and
But they
somebody could
all
have been way
align
back there.
to that narrative of
looking.
them being from Chicago,
But when
and
you
that
look at what's across the
technically
street,
Gotti and them or somebody from CMG
you know, it's like
could have
you
went
could
to
see-
Chicago to recruit these people
You can see Makita's.
and put a plan on together, because you know you're gonna
That's what
need
the other
people
gas station
that's
is.
on the inside,
So let's go down back.
because it'd
down
be the
block.
ones that's closest to you that really snake you. You know what I mean? Like you gotta watch the people that is closest to you. And it's a saying people always say, you gotta keep your
So
friends
street,
close and your
airways.
enemies closer. but your friends could be your enemies.
Looking
You
out
know what I
for
mean? So
traffic
that's all,
cameras.
man. Just trying to tell everybody, be careful out here
If it's a
and
camera,
keep an
it can
eye
pick
out. You
up
really can't trust nobody.
some of the things.
Like,
We
you
gonna
can't
look.
even
We gonna
trust
look
your own
together right
security.
here.
That's why a lot of people be saying, like, I've heard in some lyrics that you got to keep a
And then now
person
we
that
gonna
watches who's
go down the
supposed to
block.
watch
Okay.
you. Or if you leave some money somewhere, you pay someone to watch it and you pay somebody else to watch them, because you know
So
you
do we
can't
have any
trust them.
cameras
Even if it's like your
out here?
cousin, if it's your brother that you actually trying to
Any
set,
cameras at
like,
the gas
move
station
around
side?
with, they know where you
So the
are at all
camera in the gas
times.
station
So
facing
they'll
the
be the
gas
ones
station.
that could actually
Could be
expose
another one
your
over there.
location and actually have something happen to you, because they know your whereabouts,
Let's
because you
go
kept them
ahead.
close.
Let's see.
So all I'm saying is, you
Do
got to
they got
watch out for the
cameras
people
on their
closest to
house?
you, because you can't trust anybody these days,
Can't
man.
tell.
So that's all. I'm out. Make sure you guys
Let's keep going.
run it
Look
up,
out the
share this,
block.
and like and subscribe, man.
In this
Happy
picture, do we
Happy New
see
Year
any
too.
cameras outside?